So today I'm going to talk to you about how you can start to view yourself in a higher light and start to visualize who you really want to be and actually start giving yourself permission to see yourself as that person. And I don't know your situation, but a lot of people around you right now might tell you that this kind of thinking of being super ambitious, super dream focused is kind of making it to where you're full of yourself. But I'm going to give you permission to think very highly of yourself and not feel guilty about it. Because thinking highly of yourself will ultimately lead you to changing your habits and ultimately leading to you changing your behaviors, which will ultimately lead to the outcome that you're looking for. And so that's what I've been learning lately is that I used to kind of feel guilty for looking up to these influencers that I was following, and they were successful. They were super successful in their areas, like the entrepreneurs, the $100 million entrepreneurs. And I wanted to have what they had. I wanted to be like them. But they would tell you how to think about things. They would tell you sort of like how they see things. And there would be times where I would try it out and I'd feel guilty about it. Like for example, there was a point of time, well, I'm actually I am really still on this, where I turned my notifications off on my phone because this is advice I got from a successful person that I follow. And so I've implemented that in my life, turned off my notifications, and I'm always getting like kickback of like, hey, you take really long to respond to text messages, and like you get a lot of trouble for that. But you just have to stay committed to what these successful people are telling you and trust their advice because it's going to go against what everybody around you is telling you. If you're reading a book and it's telling you to wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning, there's going to be a part of you that wants to resist that, but you just have to trust it. And when you actually do start viewing yourself better and viewing yourself as capable of becoming this successful person, then there's going to be like the people around you are going to start giving you a little bit of trouble. I remember when I first started like self-improvement, I got rid of my Snapchat on my phone and my friends were like, "Oh, well you at least have to keep Snapchat because Snapchat is a way for you to like check your chats and check your messages still." But I just knew that if I kept this app, then it wouldn't be good for me because there's a chance that I go to that highly stimulating page on Snapchat. So this is just an example of me changing. a behavior pretty drastically of deleting all my social media, and then the people around me giving me some kickback. So the key is stay disciplined to what these successful people are telling you. And if you get the kickback, it's okay. Like one thing that I did recently was I quit my job, my full-time job, so that I can fully focus on entrepreneurship and fully become the successful person that I'm wanting to become. And I got a lot of kickback. My dad called me an idiot. Like the first thing that I told him, like the first thing that he said, he's like, "Well, you're an idiot." And it hurts, but I just know that I have to stay committed to this. And my sisters gave me trouble, but they weren't like my dad about it, who just called me straight an idiot. They were at least trying to rationally look at this, and they do want what's best for me. But I know what's best for me is to follow the advice that I've been getting and follow the self-improvement books I'm reading, self-improvement content I'm watching, follow the advice from the entrepreneurs, which is going against the advice that everybody else is telling me. And because of me trusting this type of advice from the successful people and the entrepreneurs, now I'm finally like I finally feel like I'm starting to do the things that the successful people are doing. Like today, I woke up at 4:45 in the morning, and the first thing that I'm doing, I got a coffee, got some water, but the first thing I'm doing is recording this video. So, like, I'm viewing myself as more capable of actually becoming this entrepreneur. I feel like I'm getting closer. And there will be periods of times where I feel doubt and I feel like, should I actually be like viewing myself as this super successful person? Is this success worth it? And I get these doubts, but I just have to trust. Somehow I just have to trust that this like intuitive feeling of the success is worth it. And so if you have that feeling that you need a change, or you have that feeling that you need to view yourself better, or you have this feeling that you're capable of doing this thing, but you don't want to view yourself in such a high light because it'd be like disrespectful to the people around you. Well, I'm here to give you permission to view yourself as that successful person that you look up to. So, yeah, hopefully this video is kind of making sense. Just to kind of summarize what I've talked about so far, is that you should be viewing yourself in a better light and more capable of achieving the goal that you want to achieve. Like if you want to become that $100 million CEO that you look up to, then don't feel guilty about desiring that and wanting that. If you want to be a guy that changes your family's lives, don't feel guilty about that. Accept that. If you want to be the guy that inspires other young men, don't feel guilty about that. Accept that. Because the people, like, if people make you feel guilty about that, then you just have to, like, trust that this intuitive feeling of you wanting to do that is greater than these, like, doubts that you're having and that other people are putting in your mind. So, yeah, first of all, I'm hoping to give you some type of permission to view yourself better. And now I'll just talk about some of the benefits that I've seen of viewing myself better in my life. So, first thing is that because I feel like I'm capable of achieving higher levels of success, I'm actually doing the actions that would lead me to that path. For example, I haven't drank in probably over 8 months. I just don't drink right now. I don't want to drink until I achieve my goals. That's the way I'm thinking about it. And it could be a while before I drink. I'm waking up way earlier. I'm waking up at like 5 o'clock in the morning. And it's because I'm viewing myself as this entrepreneur. I'm viewing myself as more capable. I'm waking up and getting the work done right away because that's what these successful entrepreneurs are saying. This is what's required for you to be successful. And so, because I believe I'm capable of achieving this type of success, I'm trusting that. And now I'm actually doing this work. I'm getting the work done right away in the morning. And some other things have that viewing myself in a more successful light has helped me with is like because I'm viewing myself as an entrepreneur, I was able to quit my job, my full-time job. Excuse me. But I don't know if I would have been able to do that if I had doubts, if I wasn't confident enough that it would pay off. So because I view myself as an entrepreneur now and someone who takes risks and someone who is going to figure the shit out, I was able to quit my job. So, and also some things, I'm just more decisive now. I feel like I've gotten better at talking to people. I feel more confident when talking to people, and I feel like less anxious to go up to random people and start conversations because I view myself as more confident. I view myself as more like of a leader figure and more capable of doing these things. But if I didn't see myself as that, then I'd just be too shy to do these things. So that's the benefit of viewing myself in a better light. And yeah, one thing I do want to clear up is just because you view yourself in such a high light and view yourself as capable of becoming ultra successful, it doesn't mean that you aren't going to fail in areas of your life. It doesn't mean that you're doing bad in certain areas of your life. Like, you will still have to look back and reflect at shit that you're going to have to change. Like, you're not going to be doing everything perfect. You're still going to be failing, and you're going to be failing hard. But you simply just view yourself as more capable of being able to look at these failures and start changing them. So that's just something I wanted to say about that. And yeah, overall, just start viewing yourself as more capable. So that's the main thing. Some other things that will help you with your self-image is eliminating like a lot of negative influences like social media. Don't get on social media a lot because you'd be surprised at how much negativity is actually on social media that enters your subconscious mind and really influences the way of how you think about yourself and the world. So eliminate the negative influences and just be around good people and read positive books and watch positive content. And you'll start to change your self-image. And by changing your self-image, your habits and actions will start to change too. So hopefully this video has helped a little bit. And yeah, I appreciate you watching. Hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks.